Hello, everybody. It's Friday. It's 2:03, and that only means one thing. Or it means only one thing. Something like that.
What does it mean, Doug?
It means it's the Gazette Radio Hour with Doug and John, because it's every Friday at 2:03 on your hometown station, Santa Clarita's. I'm screwing this all up.
Okay.
I'm screwing
Hey,
this
everybody.
all
It's 2:03. Welcome to the Gazette Radio Hour with Doug and John on AM-1220 KHTS, Santa Clarita's hometown station.
That.
I'm Doug Sutton.
That.
Actually, I'm not, but you can say it that way.
That.
What he said. Good. That was classic radio introduction there, Doug.
Yeah.
That was awesome. I'm proud. This is our special show because, yeah.
Hang on, I got a text.
Oh, is it important? Because we could hang on. Santa Clarita come to a grinding halt. Doug has pulled out his phone. And
request permission to close office at 3:00.
Why?
I don't know. I'm going to ask her right now. We need to be just because it's Friday doesn't mean that we can be slacking off.
It's like a shutdown. It's like a shutdown,
like the government shutdown. Which, by the way, I'm all in favor of.
So you're going to say yes?
No, I'm going to say why.
You should say yeah. You're in favor of a shutdown. It's saving you money.
Anyway.
No, okay, so wait a minute. Let's back this up. You're not going to let your people go home because, first of all, it's 106 degrees outside.
Now, the only way I'll let them go is if there's a flex alert. You know, Southern California Edison calls a flex alert, and you got to turn your AC up. Then I'll let them go. Otherwise, they're staying till 5.
Wow, humbug, man. Jeez, let them go.
They're probably listening to this.
I know. If they're not, they're fired. There you go. We've increased our ratings. If they promise to listen to the show on the ride home, then they can. So wait a minute. Let's go back for a second.
Okay.
Government shutdown. All right.
Well, it's possible.
I was reading your rant.
Right.
For a change. As opposed to just listening to you rant uncontrollably.
If you would read it every week, it would make your life more enlightened.
Is that? I was going to ask you. Does it like cure hives?
No.
And if you
just enlightens
read
people.
Doug's, it'll enlighten your mind and cure your hives at the same time. No, it struck me that you are massively doom and gloom again. You slipped. You're back to people are going to be stealing our power grid. People are going to be running in the streets screaming, and there's going to be rioting and looting and riots, fires, and mudslides.
People fighting people for food. Yeah, I think that's going to happen.
In your lifetime?
Maybe. If not, in my kid's lifetime.
Okay. That's a stretch, don't you think?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. Very doom and gloom, man.
It's reality, unless we do something quick and drastic.
Like what? Quick and drastic.
Speaking of security.
Okay.
Wiping out ISIS. Upgrading
so
the
electrical
grid.
Let's one at a time. ISIS is the reason that we're going to have this.
One of the reasons.
One of the reasons.
Yes. So at some point, their terrorism is going to affect us on this soil. And it's going to affect us bad, and it's going to, I think, turn society almost upside down. Or maybe not upside down, but change society from the way we see it today as far as how we live carefree.
Okay, but you were alive after 9/11.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah.
All right, that would be my opening of a stupid question. So it win. Didn't you see America come together after something like that?
Yes, I did. Yes.
So why don't you think that would happen this time? Because you're sitting there going, "Oh no, it's going to generate."
No, because what my concern is
riots, fires, and mudslides of global
particularly
proportion.
if there is the electrical grid is sabotaged by ISIS or any terrorists, the Chinese or Russians. That's when people panic. We didn't really panic in 9/11. I mean,
really?
Not panic as far as having no food, no water, no sewer system. That's what I'm talking about. No food, no water, no sewer system.
That's kind of from pardon the pun, but from ground zero, the attack, to no food, no water, no sewer system is such a large gap of time. It's not going to happen on Tuesday.
No, it's
if
not.
Something happens, there's an ISIS attack, something happens, it's not going to, so they shut off the power grid. You really don't think we have the ability to put it back on?
It depends on how they do it. It could take months. And that's not me saying it. I'm not smart enough to know that.
I know.
But, from studies that I've read, they have the capabilities of shutting it down for several months at a time.
From a computer system, a computer attack, right? Okay.
Or physical, yeah.
Or the physical attack.
It could be a combination of both.
I lived through the earthquake, and you saw that interchange go down. There's no way that I thought we were ever going to get back to Santa Clarita or out of Santa Clarita.
Right.
Okay. and they jury rig something
Sure.
and you get through.
Yeah.
So,
Which I would hope they do. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I don't hope any of this happens. I'm not hoping any of this happens.
we need to be fair and balanced here, Doug.
I just think it does. That it will.
You've slipped. You were fair and balanced for a while, and now you know when we come back. When we come back from a break, I'm going to get you somebody who's will at least cause you to become a little bit more fair and balanced.
Who is? Who?
It's a surprise guest. Okay, somebody will get you a little bit more fair and balanced. We could be like Fox News here for a little while. Okay, I'm going to get a Democrat, a real live Democrat on the phone.
Are you serious?
Yeah, a real live Democrat.
He's going to be on the air?
He's going to be on the air. Okay, sound good?
Anyway, real quick though. You started to go in the direction of the government shutdown.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in favor of that because we need to change things around, and pain causes change, and we need to move. We need to shake and rattle cages.
So we need hope and change. Is that what you're saying?
No.
Ooh, Doug calling for hope and
I
change.
didn't say those words.
Wow, Doug Sutton using the that's good, man.
What is it now? It's something. No, I can't remember. Shame. And
Oh, that one. Yeah, I get that. So does everybody else. All right. Well,
it's blame and shame.
blame and shame.
Yeah.
All right. So when we come back, are you ready? You gonna gear up?
Yeah.
Because you've been kind of mellow. I know it's hot out. You're moving a little slow. Where's the fire? Where's the fire?
I got to be nice to this guy?
Nah.
Okay.
All right. You're listening to Gazette Radio with Doug and John on AM-1220 KHTS, Santa Clarita's hometown station. We will be right back.
All right. Let me see if I can get it right this time. You are listening to Santa Clarita's hometown station, AM-1220 KHTS. It's the Gazette Radio Hour with Doug and John. It's the radio digest version of the Santa Clarita Gazette for all you need to know to be in the know.
Congratulations, Doug.
Hence the Tom Petty song, I Need to Know. Get it?
I don't think people needed to know that.
No, it was your idea. That's why you picked that song.
I know, but I don't think people need to know that.
Okay,
much.
got it.
All right, so before the break, I promised you a real-life Democrat, and we have a community activist, Charles Vignola, on. Charlie, he's ready for you, man.
Is it Charles or Charlie?
Yeah, it's Charlie.
Okay.
I go formal.
Now,
Yeah.
Charlie, I got to make sure I know I'm talking to. Charlie,
All right.
are you a guy that was prominent on the Santa Clarita forum?
On Facebook?
I am the Charlie that's on the Santa Clarita forum on
And
Facebook.
do you also
I have
write
a
an
son with-
occasional piece with the Signal?
Yeah, every 3 weeks or so, a rotating column. Yep.
You live in
Hey.
Fair Oaks Ranch, it says?
I live in Fair Oaks Ranch.
And you used to be a conservative?
He used to be a conservative.
I was a college Republican. Reagan was my first vote. I was a squeaky clean, very active college Republican back in the 80s. Yeah.
All right, so Charlie, I'm going to ask you, what caused you to change?
I think that I got caught up in the Reagan Revolution along with everybody else, and like probably most garden variety voters, they kind of make a lot of emotional decisions and don't really spend a lot of time reading about the issues because, frankly, there's a lot to read and not everybody is, willing to spend that time. So
Okay.
I was in college and I bought Reagan's message. I still think Reagan's a great communicator and very likable guy. But, the more I read about his policies and when the latter part of the Reagan years when Iran-Contra came to the fore and he tripled the debt, and I'm starting to pay a little more attention going like, I don't fully understand the conservative kind of principles that I think I'm embracing. And
But Charlie, let me ask. Charlie.
Yeah. Yep.
What about when Carter was president, we had one of the worst economies we ever had. And what did Reagan do to turn that around? He made us prosperous.
He used Paul Volcker to basically cause a recession, which gave a shock to the system. And by the way, Carter, during the 4-year lead-up before Reagan, do you know how many jobs Carter created in his crappy economy? You know what I mean?
I don't think Doug knows how many.
I have no idea.
About 10.3 million jobs in 4 years, Doug. You know how many Reagan created in 8 years?
Charlie, all I know is
Million.
I had to wait in line for gas. And that when my parents' mortgage was like 16 or 17%, my dad
Right.
was in business for himself, almost went out of business. All that turned around when Reagan was president.
Was the economy good before Carter became president, or was that why he got elected? Because of the disaster he was able to get elected.
I don't think I was
No,
following.
I'm
I wasn't
saying
following
what
that
gave
close.
Carter
to
the
be
ability. What gave Carter the ability to get elected? The economy was a disaster from 1975 through 1977 when he became president.
Yeah, you're right.
Because of Ford and Nixon. The economy was awful.
I agree with that.
Awful.
Yeah.
And you know when it was good before that? When President Kennedy was president,
All right,
a
gentlemen-
Democrat
gentlemen,
who
hang on,
actually
hang on.
adopted Republican.
Gentlemen, this
values.
is my segment, so I don't want to talk about the past. I want to talk about the present, okay?
Yep.
History,
Go for it.
everybody's got their revisionist history. We
Go
could sit
for it.
here all day and discuss things
point,
that no
John.
longer matter,
Good
okay?
point.
But now we're going to change it to things that actually do matter, all right?
Go for it.
I'm going to throw out, this is the way, it's my segment, Doug. It's my show, and this is
Okay.
how it's going to work, all right? So
It's your segment. It's not your show.
well, it's our show, but it's my segment. So just be quiet, all right? All right. We have no, Charlie. Hopefully that gave our listeners some insight into where you're coming from. Okay, and Doug. Hopefully people know where you're coming from. I'm not saying right or left or incorrect or correct. I'm just saying where you're coming from.
I
all right?
rant. You decide.
Yeah, okay, whatever. So much for fair and balance. All right, I'm going to throw some issues out, and
Yep.
I get to be moderator. All right.
Yep.
Oh, you going to be like Megyn Kelly?
I'm gonna. If you cut me, do I not bleed? No. We're not going to go there.
You bleed. Never mind.
Yeah, no, we're not going to go there. I'm going to throw it out. You ready? All right. Doug, the role of government. Go.
Oh, you didn't prepare me for these.
Well, tough.
No. The role of government is to, number one, keep us safe. That is the number one role. And to govern fairly and not reluctantly, fairly and not overburdeningly.
Okay. Charlie, role of government.
Establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty. That is what America's government is supposed to do, per our forefathers.
Ding, ding, ding. Point one for Charlie. All
Okay,
right.
wait. Time out. Time
Oh,
out.
rebuttal? You're going to rebut the Constitution, Doug?
No. I'm saying that was great, Charlie. I love how you said that and what you said, but it ain't happening.
Well, that's going to be the next question,
Okay,
Doug. Calm
go ahead.
down.
Go ahead.
All right. Charlie, do you think the government currently is doing that?
Depends on the issue.
Okay.
You can't answer blanket like that.
Okay,
Depends
good.
on the issue.
All right, so let's go financial issues. Doug's forte. All right,
Yeah.
we've got about 1 minute. I'm going to let Charlie go first, and then we're going to have Doug because Doug's stance on taxes and taxation and stuff is well known. Charlie, how do you stand on taxes? I mean, do you tax the rich more than the poor?
I think you do everything possible to go back to a taxation that represents roughly what it was during the Eisenhower years in terms of the amount of revenue that we got from both corporations and from private citizens. The closer you can get to that calculation, which worked great in the sort of post-war economic boom, I think we should get closer to that figure. I know that corporations used to pay about a third of all federal tax revenue. Now it's about a tenth. So that means that the amount that's not now being paid by those corporations is either being paid by you and me, Doug, or being put on the national credit card. And I think that is obscene.
Hang on, Doug, don't say a word. Charlie, you're going to have to hold on until after the break.
Oh, that's not fair.
Oh, you get to go next. You get to go first. It's my rules, Doug. It's my rules.
Skip the commercials.
No, we're not going to skip the commercials. It's my rules, and we're not going to do this. We're doing it my way, okay?
But I'll probably forget what I was going to say.
You better write it down then. You better write it down, okay? You're listening to Gazette Radio Hour with Doug and John, special guest Charlie Vignola, community activist, all-around great guy, and probably a little bit more liberal than Doug. This should be fun. All right, we'll be right back in the AM-1220 KHTS Santa Clarita's hometown station.